Hey there everybody, I'm C-Show and welcome to the third episode of my Elder Scrolls Online series. So if you remember, we left off last episode with helping out the Queen a little bit. We've actually got a little bit more to do on that too. And essentially we did some questing and I showed you guys crafting and all the good stuff that this game has to offer at this point. So you guys have seen a lot of what the game has to offer in terms of early game at least, so I think at this point I'm just going to keep on trekking and show off some of the sites. Let's see what we've got here. Do we want to go do some quests back down here? I don't really want to do the harbors just yet. That is the main story essentially, which we could do at any time. It's pretty much just listening to the Prophet do a lot of talking, but I'm not really worried about that right now. Which one of these do I want to do? I think I kind of want to do this one. Where is he? Is he too far away? Is this it? I can't tell. Nope, he's up in the town. Okay. So let's head up that way, shall we? Come, Fido. Yep, you remember Fido, right? Alright. It'll be... Oh, jeez! What on earth is going on there? I do not want any part in that. That was terrifying. Oh god, these guys are everywhere. What on earth is going on here? I'm just going to proceed to run away on my horse because I'm faster than them. Right? Man, there are mobs everywhere. Alright, come on. We're gonna take this guy down. Yeah, that's how we roll. Boom. There we go. I don't know if you guys remember or not, but I had found a new destructive staff, and it just happened to be better than mine, and it's a fire staff, so that's the one we're using now. That actually changes the ability of my number 2 skill, which is my, what's it called? It's the destructive touch. Yeah, destructive touch. So now it is a fire touch skill at the moment, which does some fire damage and knocks enemies back. So I'll be using that to hopefully save my life a couple times. Oh, and here we have a traveling merchant. I actually need to do some selling, so how are you doing, ma'am?
But I can stop for a moment. What do you need?
I need you to give me all your money right now. Oh man, that would be pretty awesome, I gotta say. Alright, so what do we have to sell? I know I have some miscellaneous stuff to sell. I don't really need that glyph. I could probably break it down, honestly, but I'm not planning on enchanting on this guy, so I'm not too worried about it. I want to keep almost all my materials unless it's a character or a race that I don't think I'm going to use. Let's repair those. And that. I don't want to repair too much. Am I really still wearing those gauntlets? Get out of there. Would have wasted my money repairing that. Alright, so exploring we go. You know, I thought that was an iron ore node and I almost missed it. And then it started glowing, so yeah. That's the little glow that it puts off if you put the perk point in like I have that gives you the ability to see nearby ores. Not sure how I felt about that fall. Alright, so I'm in Mathieson now. Mathieson, I assume is how that's supposed to be said. Find someone that knew Veralder. I'm sure your guys' favorite part of this is going to end up being listening to me try to pronounce names.
I'm sorry, but I don't.
But that's the best part, obviously.
I've been trying to find a quiet.
Yes, I'm his
Oh,
mother.
well,
Why?
I'm so good at this.
He's what? No!
Oh, heavy
Never say
armor,
that.
gauntlets,
I told you
nice.
not to join those fools. Why did...
Very nice, that's what I'm talking about. I'm almost level 6, that's not quite what I need yet. Okay, so let's see. What are we looking at here? Okay. So we got that done and out of the way. I don't want to do that yet. I really want to. Let's just go do the harbor, shall we? I hate to do that quest right now, but I'm just not a high enough level to do some of these quests yet. So yeah, is there a way shrine nearby maybe? Oh, look at that, a Daedric Anchor. Let's go check that out actually. Maybe if we are lucky, then some people will already be there and it'll be closer to done and I can just go help out. Alright, yeah, that's pretty close actually. Now, if you guys remember the first Daedric Anchor we found in the first episode, these things are rough for somebody that's my level. If I was actually level 7-ish or so, I'd probably be doing pretty well. Man, I don't think or no, that's another person right there. Is this a bugged altar, or are they waiting on people to show up? I think this is a bugged anchor. That's unfortunate. They've still had some problems with these anchors. It looks like they don't always despawn or finish. I'm not sure what causes that exactly, but like I'm not a programmer, so that's not really my thing. I just play games. I don't really make them. I've only made a few little piddly games here and there. Alright, there is a way shrine nearby that I want. Alright, we're gonna go to that. Yep, definitely. And we can just use that to free travel back down to the city. Either way, I hope you guys are enjoying my ESO playthrough so far. Let's play, whatever you'd like to call it. Essentially, I'm just pretty much playing through the game on one of my characters, and I figured I'd let you guys check it out and see what you think. Especially if you don't have the game already, it's a good way to figure out if you want to play the game or not. But I hope you guys are enjoying it. So far, the videos have been doing pretty well, even compared to some of my other videos that I've already had out, so I'm pretty happy with that. I'll probably be doing these for a while, hopefully all the way up until level 50 and beyond. I mean, if I can actually keep finding fresh stuff to show you guys, I really hate to just be running around doing nothing but boring quests. What I really want to do is get to show you guys the dungeons at level 15. Not to mention you get weapon swapping at level 15, so that opens up a whole new aspect of gameplay where you can essentially swap between weapon sets and skill bars, more or less. So I'm really hoping to show you guys that, and yeah. At some point in the future, if I'm making any long trips, I might just start using annotations to give you guys skip links in case you want to jump past a bunch of exploration that's just pointless, or I've already been there and I'm just trekking back again. The way shrines make that a little bit easier, so I don't really have to do that quite as much, but if it does come to me making a long trip for whatever reason, you guys will have that. But either way, if there is anything that you guys are curious about, feel free to ask away in the comment section. You can even send me a message if you like. I'll try to get to you if I can. But I'm thinking, you know, if I can help you guys out with your game, then by all means I'd love to. Another reason it'll be nice to finish this quest is you do actually get a skill point for finishing this quest, and it will level me up to 6 at least, because I'm almost that level already, so why not? Unfortunately, this is going to be a whole lot of talking. I probably will flip up an annotation for you guys to skip all this if you want, especially considering there's a lot of story spoilers and all that, so if you guys don't want to see that, then you won't have to watch it. But it's going to be a pretty long quest. He sits there and talks for like a good 5 or 6 minutes about different stuff. You follow him around, so I'm definitely going to give you guys a way to skip that so that you don't have to worry about it. Hello, Prophet, who I am honestly pretty suspicious about overall.
Despite my blindness, nay, because of it, my other
You're
senses
blind?
This place.
Guys, he's blind! And that's very strange that he
Indeed,
found
but
us
let
good
us not
smell.
get ahead of ourselves. Without an understanding of where we are bound, of a sort, I invite you to enter my mind and walk
I'm
with
not
me
sure I
through
want to
the
be in your
vision of
mind,
the
buddy.
past. Enter my mind.
You disturb me on multiple
Walk with me through
levels.
the shadows
I
of
mean, you got
past
that creepy
events.
face going on. Oh man. What's going on here? Oh man. I don't even know what's going on. This is some weird magic here. This is magic that I am
Follow me,
unfamiliar with.
vestige, and learn of the events that precipitated our current crisis.
Although I'm not gonna lie, the character model looks pretty awesome like this. I mean, if you guys look, you can even see my arm tattoos. I mean, the amount of detail in this is so cool. And if you were trying to listen to this quest, I'm so sorry that I'm sitting here and talking over it.
And brought me into their fold. I was weak and near death. It was there
Creeping
I first set
around.
eyes upon the
Oh,
Elder
yeah.
Scrolls and devoted my life to their study. The scrolls allowed me to glimpse the very fabric of reality, but each profound insight dimmed my vision and eventually left me permanently blinded to the light of the world.
That is essentially a side effect of reading the Elder Scrolls. If you continually read the Elder Scrolls throughout your lifetime, multiple times, you do eventually go blind. If you know anything about Elder Scrolls lore, then you'll know of the blind moth priests. They dedicate their lives to the Elder Scrolls essentially, and pretty much all of them are blind, so that's just a little tidbit of lore there.
The scrolls are a fluid, living thing. They are not fixed. At many points, I only know that you are important, Vestige. The scrolls revealed to me the 5 companions were a band of adventurers who sought out an ancient artifact. The Dragonborn are mortals destined for
I do find it really interesting that they found a way to tie the Dragonborns into Elder Scrolls Online, even though that's thousands of years in the future, Skyrim that is. And the only Dragonborns, there's no actual Dragonborns at this point, there's no dragons. It takes a Dragonborn to light the dragon fires, essentially, if you remember that from like the 4th game, Oblivion. So yeah, let's
you have
see.
already heard enough babbling from this old blind fool.
Yes, let us meet these companions. Yes, yes.
The first companion, Lyris Titanborn, daughter of giants, was the mightiest warrior in the service of the Emperor. Next, Abnathar, a powerful sorcerer and Grand Chancellor to the Imperial Elder Council. The Red Guard Swordmaster, Sai Sahan, leader of the Imperial Dragon Guard. The Imperial Emperor, Varen Aquilarius, who attempted to light the dragon fires and failed. And finally, Mannimarco, the traitor, the King of Worms, a powerful necromancer, and your executioner.
A little bit more backstory, not necessarily backstory, but lore. If you played the other Elder Scrolls games, you've probably seen Mannimarco's name multiple times. He's a pretty bad guy, and you end up killing him in, oh gosh, pretty sure you kill him in Skyrim, but it could have been Oblivion. I mean, it's been so long since I played any of those. It's definitely been a long time since I did anything related to him. I'm pretty sure it's the 5th game where you kill him, seal him inside the Soul Stone and all that. But yeah, he's a pretty bad piece of work.
These were the 5 companions who set out from the Imperial City. Mannimarco convinced Varen that the amulet could be used to perform a ritual that would rekindle the dragon fires. By tradition, only the Dragonborn can lay claim to the Ruby Throne and rule as the one true Emperor by divine right. Varen conquered Cyrodiil and took the throne. Mannimarco, the traitor, the great enemy, the most powerful necromancer this world has ever known. His worm cult infiltrates disaster, war, and pestilence. A world brought to its knees. Now watch and see how one man's arrogance.
all of this happening right now is essentially the backstory to this entire game, Elder Scrolls Online. Essentially, this is what caused the whole crisis with Molag Bal.
The Amulet of Kings will rekindle the dragon fires and ensure your rightful place as Emperor. You have my word.
It better work, Mannimarco, or you'll find your neck at the business end of my axe.
My lord, I wonder if you'd muzzle your half-giant pet. She really is annoying.
Enough, both of you. We are here to ensure my lord's rightful claim to the Ruby Throne.
Abner, begin the ritual. I have a destiny to fulfill. By the lighting of the dragon fires, I claim my rightful lineage. By the fires of creation, let me be reborn. By the will of Akatosh, I proclaim myself Dragonborn.
Baron Aquilarius, you are no heir to Alessia. You will pay for your sacrilege. The veil between Tamriel and Oblivion tears and splits asunder.
What's happening? The sky's opening up. This is bad. This is very bad. Ah!
This isn't supposed to happen. What's the meaning of this?
Check out those
Mannimarco, what have
effects.
you done?
Gullible fools.
Awesome.
The veil between Oblivion and this world has been torn. My master, Molag Bal, is free to claim Tamriel for his own.
Akatosh, forgive me! Have mercy on our souls!
So, I hope you guys enjoyed that. Pretty awesome,
The
right?
ritual tore the veil. Akatosh gave Alessia the Amulet of Kings as a symbol of his covenant. Mannimarco tricked Varen into breaking the covenant, and the veil between Oblivion and man was torn. The Elder Scrolls named this event the Soul Burn. Varen was lost. In the chaos of the moment, Sai Sahan took the Amulet of Kings and fled. Leris was captured by Mannimarco and delivered to Cold Harbor. The Tharn remains Chancellor of the Elder Council, and his daughter Clivio rules as Empress Regent. But the true power remains in the hands of When I discovered the truth about the 5 companions, I made subtle inquiries, but apparently not subtle enough. The truth is always a threat to evil men. Mannimarco feared I would reveal his treachery, and if knowledge of Nan's vulnerability were to become known, it could... Long ago it was written, so long as the Amulet of Kings was borne by Alessia's heirs, Tamriel would be protected from the forces of Oblivion. But the Soul Burst tore the veil between worlds, and gave Molag Bal the opportunity he desired. Molag Bal's dark anchors pierced the torn veil, and seemed to draw near into the depths of Cold Harbor. These terrible engines of destruction throughout Tamriel. If the Lord of Brutality and Domination is successful, he will merge our world and his own in a terrible plain mill. Few will survive the ordeal, and those that do will be enslaved for all. And so it falls to us, Vistage, as you say. And so it begins. The remainder of the story has yet to be written, and there is so much to do. We must grow in strength and in numbers. Lyris sacrifice her own freedom to Mannimarco's agents. Forgive me. Bring me
You also
into
get a
my
nice little
seems to
ring,
have
which
taken
honestly you should do
control.
this earlier because it's not that amazing late game, or not late game, but after your first few levels I should say. But yeah, well, it's not bad overall. We get a skill point out of it. Pretty awesome, right? My hair looks completely weird in that lighting, like purple. Alright, so we have 2 skill points right now, and we have a lot of choices. The question is, what do we want? Alright. Choices.